rest in peace. But then we need to talk about the broader issues that this is pointing to, okay? And I would want to get your opinion on this issue as well. My name is Chioma Innocent. Matters has just begun. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. We're streaming live on YouTube, okay? So you can head on over to YouTube and type into the search bar VOP903 FM, and you can get to watch the program live and direct from our studios in the heart of Lagos, Nigeria. This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. In case you're just joining us, the voice you hear belongs to Chioma Innocent, and we're discussing quite a number of issues right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. The program is Matters, and we're discussing matters that concern you and I. On a side note, it's not about what we're talking about today, but the Nigerian military seems to be making inroads into terrorist strongholds in core parts of the northeast, northwest, and other regions in the north. Bello Turji is reportedly on the run. The military has killed his son and some of his fighters, and right now it's like he has nowhere to hide. His enclave has been surrounded by the Nigerian military, and I just want to say well done to the Nigerian military, because when institutions of the state do not do well, we talk about it, we give them suggestions on how they can do better, and so when they do well, I think we should actually commend them. So the military is taking the fight against insurgency, it's taking it to the camp of Bello Turji, who came out in December 2024 to dare the military and say, catch me if you can, you know where I am, so come and find me. And they've done that. They've gone to find him, and we're hoping that very soon he will be apprehended by the Nigerian military. All right, so we're talking about the EFCC operatives that was killed during an operation in Anambra State over the weekend. The EFCC in their statement claims that he was killed in cold blood while on legitimate duty, and he was killed by a suspected internet fraudster. The EFCC also says it is heinous to reduce the death of a gallant officer who was carrying out patriotic and official duties to social media razzmatazz. Now, this followed a lot of people weighing in on the matter and talking about how the EFCC was wrong to go on a midnight raid, especially when sting operations had been banned. Right, and the EFCC says that it doesn't, even if a sting operation has been banned, the officer was still doing his legitimate duty by that time of the night. And the question I want to ask is the same, which is on everyone's lips, right? What if you go in the afternoon with the strength of numbers of your men? Would you not be able to still arrest this person? Why do you have to go in the middle of the night when a man and his are asleep? And the man pulls out a firearm and, according to him, shot in self-defense. Unfortunately, someone is dead. And when it comes to matters like this and the life is lost, you don't expect the matters to be swept under the carpet. It's like one is in his house, and you know what they say probably sleep younger Congo weaker. That's just what it looks like, because now this person who was in his house and not expecting a visit from the EFCC is embroiled in a case of murder or manslaughter, as the case may be. It's up to the court to decide if the man did act in self-defense or he intentionally committed the murder of an EFCC official. But I'd like you to weigh into this issue. Let me hear from you. I know you've been talking about it all weekend. Let's talk about it one more time. All right, here's another interesting one. Suspended RCCG pastor Iluyomade unveils new ministry in Lagos. Pastor Idowu Iluyomade, the suspended pastor of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG City of David Parish, has launched a new ministry in Lagos called the Family Fellowship. Now, in a video that went viral this morning, he was seen celebrating with his members during their inaugural service held in Victoria Island, Lagos. Now, the service, which took place on Sunday morning, was marked by joyous dancing and jubilation. He announced a new ministry on Instagram and invited the public to announce the fellowship. Now, here's the thing. Pastor Idowu Iluyomade was formerly the senior pastor of City of David Parish, and he was suspended by the RCCG last year after him and his wife, Pastor Siju, hosted an elaborate 60th birthday celebration shortly after the tragic and untimely death of Herbert Wigwe and his wife and son. And Herbert Wigwe was reportedly a prominent member of the church and a former CEO of a bank. The church, that is the body of the church, RCCG Worldwide, the headquarters, suspended him, saying, why would you be throwing such a lavish birthday party when a member of your church and someone who could be called a benefactor has just suffered such a tragic fate? So after the suspension, which it seems he did not take very, very well, and a lot of people criticized the timing of the celebration, which took place just weeks after Herbert Wigwe and his wife and son passed in a helicopter crash in the US. A lot of people called it insensitive, and it seems to show it that way, with the RCCG Governing Council convening a panel to investigate the matter. So in June, Pastor Idowu and his wife, Pastor Siju, were suspended for 3 months and reassigned to worship at the church headquarters in Ebute Metta. Now, the couple's suspension drew further attention after they were disinvited from the Wigwe's family funeral. That is, the family of Herbert Wigwe disinvited them from his funeral, banning them from attending. Now, they've established their own ministry to continue what we could call their spiritual mission. I'd like to get your take on this, right? This is someone who's been serving in a particular church for so many years until what we could call a misunderstanding arose. And now he's left to open his own establishment. For many Christians, we believe that for a person, for a man or a pastor to establish a church, he must have been called to do that. The people who say, I heard the call of God, God told me to establish my church. Sometimes maybe God even tells people to, instead of establishing your church, join a church. So you've been in a church all this while, and then you had a misunderstanding that you go establish your church. Is this just by human understanding or by godly direction? So that's what I want to get your take on. So we'll be discussing this right here on Matters today on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. And finally, I want to talk about the petrol price hike. It's I know it's painful. I know it's annoying. In December, the Dangote Petroleum announced that it will be reducing the pump price of petrol to almost 950 naira. Right now, it's going as high as 1,150 naira per liter. How many liters do you want to buy that would take you around for a week in your car? How many liters would commercial drivers buy that would take them around for a week? This will reflect in transportation costs. So a lot of people might want to leave work early today in order not to be stranded, right? And you might have to increase the amounts that you give your children to take to school. If they go to school via public transportation, you might want to increase the amount that you earmark every month for your transportation to work and any other thing that you have to do. But we cannot stop moving around because of the high cost of transport fare. So what can Nigerians do? For me, do you know what I would suggest? I once traveled to Cotonou in Benin Republic, and they had designated roads for bicycles and bikes and motorbikes, right? So only bicycles and motorbikes use that kind of road. If we had something like that in Nigeria, trust me, I would just go and bring out my bicycle, dust it, and that is how I will be moved. Anywhere I want to go, I mount my bicycle. Anywhere I want to go, I mount my bicycle straight up. So but just knowing that it has dedicated roads and no tanker drivers or commercial buses or other kind of vehicles can come into that road. So make we don't send a bicycle and okada go they drag the road. But that's just me. That's what I think, because I'm not about to put a bicycle on this Nigerian roads. Is it on the Ikorodu road you want to ride the bicycle? Is it on this airport road? Where do you want to ride the bicycle? Is it on the roads on the island? Is that where you want to ride the bicycle? So, and you'll be dragging the road with tankers and danfo and Okada and other people. No. I wouldn't even advise anyone to do that. When I see people doing that, I always look at them like, why are you trying to risk your life? You're riding a bicycle on the highway without a helmet and without safety gear. What are you trying to do? Do you have a death wish? All right. So if we had such dedicated roads in Nigeria, I'll just say, you know what, touch your bicycles. It's a good form of exercise, safe. So we could be doing that. So yes, the hike in the price of petrol, the NLC has faulted this, saying that the government is insensitive. The NLC condemned it, saying its insensitivity against the masses. Dangote Petroleum Refinery has and various depot owners have also come out to say that it's not their fault. The price of crude has risen worldwide, and that is why this has to rise. But there is another question to be asked, right? The Warri refinery came on stream last year, and just before the end of the year, the Port Harcourt refinery, right, came on stream as well. So if the NNPCL is saying we're now refining, why does the price of crude affect the petrol that has already been refined that we have here in Nigeria? Say about that, despite the fact that the EFCC banned sting operations, and the men went on this same sting operation, and yet they say they're acting legitimately. So is the EFCC contradicting itself? Then from there, I'm talking about the pastor that was suspended from RCCG in the middle of last year, and he has now gone on to open his own church. And the only question I'm asking is this by human understanding or by godly direction? And finally, well, look at the recent hike in the price of petrol, which has risen to about 1,050 naira to 1,150 naira. In various parts of the country. How does that make you feel? I mean, why should we keep buying fuel at such a high price, especially when some people will say we have it in our backyards? You know, we have crude. We now have about 3 different refineries refining in the country, 1 private and 2 national refineries, yet we still have to purchase fuel at such a high price due to the global rise in the price of barrels of crude oil worldwide. So I want to hear from you on this issue. Refinery, which came on stream after almost over a decade of closures, came on stream on December 30th, just one day before 2024 was to end. The NNPCL structures and said, look, Warri refinery is back. It has a refining capacity that we can, when added to that of the Port Harcourt refinery and the Dangote refinery, Nigerians can expect to actually have availability of these products. But apart from availability, what about the price? That is one more thing to look at. Anyway, these are the issues we'll be discussing right here on Matters on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call to be a part of this conversation. On WhatsApp, it's 0817 175 6338 0817 175 6338. That's the number you can send a message to on WhatsApp, or you can also call me on WhatsApp and I'll take your calls. I can see some calls already coming in and some messages already coming in. Yes, keep sending those messages. I'll take them before the program is over. Thank you so much for always listening. We're streaming live on YouTube. Head on over to YouTube and type into your search bar VOP 903 FM, and you can get to watch us live and direct. On the side note, I did commend the military for finally for just pushing back at terrorist elements in the north, with Bello Turji said to be on the run as his son and others. 903 903 0700 903 903 903. The case, the issue of the EFCC, the issue of the suspended RCCG pastor who has now gone on to open his own church, and of course the recent hike in the price of petrol. Let's hear from you. Welcome to Matters. How are you doing? Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name and location, please? Welcome to the program.
My name is Afun Adam. I'm calling from Idimu.
Welcome to the conversation. Hi.
My uncle, why EFCC could go for person has around 3 o'clock, and the information that they hear, they no information, nothing. Why they're supposed to go around 6 o'clock and wait for the gate, or wait for the gate, because the person must come outside. Even they begin to knock around 3 o'clock, which is a criminal act. What they did is wrong. So the man defend himself because he don't know who is who. So that's my own contribution. The man defend himself because he don't know who is who, and he charged who is that. They don't talk. They just enter inside somebody compound without any proper information or document. So they do if EFC they do wrong. So that's my own team. I want to put for that issue.
Thank you, Afun Adama. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation. You can also send a message on WhatsApp to 0817 175 6338. Either send a message or you can also call me up on WhatsApp and I'll take your calls. This is Matters right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. We're talking about three distinct issues: the EFCC night raid in Anambra State that led to the unfortunate loss of life of one EFCC the suspended RCCG pastor, former RCCG pastor now, Pastor Dowu Iliomade, who's now established his own church this month with the inaugural fellowship held yesterday. And we're also looking at the recent hike in the price of petrol. I want to hear from you on this issue. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call to be a part of this conversation. Welcome to Matters. How are you doing? Good afternoon. Hello, are you there? You know what? Give me a call back. I want to hear from you. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be a part of this conversation. Call me up. This is Matters right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Your voice is important to us. Let's hear from you. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Am I innocent?
Hi. What's your name and location, please?
My name is Bob. I'm from Turji.
Welcome, Babu. I can hear myself in the background. Please turn down the volume on your radio set.
Okay. There's something I want you to understand. You see, in the first place, let's talk about fuel. The fuel in Nigeria, you talk about the increase daily. It shouldn't be so. I could remember 1986 in Germany, they increased fuel for just 1%. And all the cars were parked outside. Not too much. When we're in Nigeria, that is one. Two, let's come to EFCC. EFCC that went to a doctor's house by 3 p.m. You are a thief. Why did you go there by 3 p.m.? You said you are carrying out your duty. Which duty? By 3. You can serve the man paper. And the man will come to your office and see you. If he's a doctor, he's a responsible man, irrespective if he's a 419er or he's a duper or whatever. But being a doctor, and before he was given that certificate as a doctor, he has qualified as a doctor. Let's respect him for that.
The EFCC said the suspected internet fraudster.
Okay, he was a suspect. Not that they caught him red-handed. He's still a suspect. And you went to his house by 3. No. It's illegal. It's illegal. What is happening in Nigeria is bad. Let's talk about the third one, the pastor. The pastor celebrated his birthday with the wife. Is it the pastor that killed the man that died? Is it because the man is a doctor of a bank? So
no, he was reportedly like a member of the church, like a great benefactor of the church, doing a lot of great things for the church with his money, of course. So don't you think they should have accorded him that posthumous respect?
No respect. This is what is killing us in Nigeria. We respect all these big men a lot. And that is why they are looking at us as sycophants.
So he shouldn't have been suspended for celebrating his birthday despite the death of a member of the church.
So let's know what we are doing. I love the way the man went and opened his own church. And now look at the way the man is dancing with the wife and the members. Look, Chama Innocent, bye-bye.
Thank you so much, Babu. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call to be a part of this conversation. This is Matters right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Call me up. I want to hear from you. Welcome to Matters. How are you doing?
Good afternoon, Mr. Innocent.
Hi, good afternoon. What's your name and location, please?
It's my location. I'm calling from my grandfather's way.
Your name?
I'm Casey.
Welcome, Casey.
Okay. Please let me just start from the EFCC. This is somebody else around 3 a.m. my way that I was okay is going down. You know, you told very well that insecurity in Nigeria, more especially in another city, and somebody are coming in that hour, and you people have suspended you people's prayer operation. Like I had you can believe I get you right. They suspend the operation, and somebody went out on that hour, and you see the on internet phone start. Let me ask you, let me just say you one thing. You did because it happened this way. Of course, another way around, it happens that somebody admitted that man in that place. Do you think we discuss about this issue? It will be another different dimension. They will target another thing. It's not because of their after that is what. If I'm the one, I will clear every bed that comes that night. That's number one. Number two,
thank you.
Coming to the factor.
Okay.
It's just about it's just as usual. You can separate from church and don't do your own. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. Let's believe about the man. Let man enjoy himself with his ministry and go ahead. After all, where it comes from, that person comes from somewhere. Coming to Nigeria Petroleum, until Nigeria woke up from slumber, this mess will not stop. Because they are paying for intelligence. The petrol minister will not know him. We don't have petrol minister.
That's the president.
He's working out. When Nigeria wakes up, we know. Because we are about to wake up this time. They don't go to what they're doing. It is that we know.
Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be a part of this conversation right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. It's 15 minutes past 2 p.m. on the number one station that gives you a voice. Call me up. We're streaming live on YouTube. VOP 903 FM on YouTube. VOP 903 FM on YouTube. You can leave a comment and I'll take it before the program is over. Let me hear from you. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be a part of this conversation. You can send a message on WhatsApp to 0817 175 633. Call me on WhatsApp. I'll take your call. That is a promise. Welcome to Matters. How are you doing? Oh dear, lost that call. All right, give me a call back. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be a part of this conversation. I want to hear from you. We're talking about three distinct issues right here on Matters. Okay, welcome to Matters. How are you doing? Hello there. Can you hear me? Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. What's your name and location, please? Oh dear, give me a call back. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903 and WhatsApp it's 08 up. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Hi.
Shoma, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. This is Mr. Shegun Lawal from Abuleba.
Welcome, Mr. Shegun Lawal. Great to hear from you.
I want to comment on the issue of EFCC.
Please do.
My sister, it is very, very unlawful for an EFCC man to go to someone's house by 3 a.m. for arrest. It's fair. That's not man acting. It's fair. That's not man acting on self-defense.
How are you doing?
I'm great. And how is Spain today?
I can say that we're okay. No need of asking.
Thank you so much.
Well, okay. Well, Choma, on what these people, I want to just touch on this thing, the one of EFCC. You see, that is where I'm just press.
Oh dear. I can hardly hear you, Zerinadi. I can hardly hear you.
Wait a minute.
Hello, can you hear me? Zerinadi, are you there?
Yeah.
Hello? Please give me a call back, okay? Please give me a call back. That conversation was not smooth at all. 0700 903 903 903. That's the only issue one can encounter when making calls with WhatsApp. Welcome to Matters.
Good afternoon, my sister.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you doing? Turn down the volume on your radio site. Oh my goodness. You won't blind my ear.
I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry, my dear.
Welcome. What's your name and location?
I'm Mr. Jude calling from Moshi.
Welcome, Mr. Jude.
What? Thank you. What I want to say is on the issue of the EFC. You can see, had it been that man did not make attempt to resist that arrest, it may be one of the, it may be found that one of the kidnappers you see happening in Anambra State, that somebody will just vanish behind, and nobody will give a report of where that person is. How can EFCC went to arrest somebody at the middle of the night? It's very, very wrong. That's my take. So I demand after self-defense, you need to defend yourself against whatever. I think he could not defend himself. That nobody will know where he's taking to. We cannot use the EFCC because the man was like, why EFCC is coming out to defend him. If they whip the man away, tomorrow they will announce now they have kidnapped the man. That's what we hear. On main government everywhere. We don't know if kidnapping people. Thank you. That's my take.
Thank you so much. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call to be a part of this conversation. You can call me up on WhatsApp 0817 175 6338 0817 175 6338. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
This is Oladimeji. Please, I want to complain on something and I want you to please help us to make findings on it, ma.
Okay, is it part of what we're talking about? What's going on?
Yeah, it is not really, but let me just quickly say it, ma. Hello?
I can hear you. 1 minute, please. Go right ahead.
Please, I want you to help us bring somebody like gas expert to acknowledge us about this cylinder.
Like, are you talking about CNG? Okay, gas cylinders. You want to know more about gas cylinders?
The one they use at home, yes.
Okay.
Maybe has an expiring date because so that people can prevent the damage it may cause in the future, please.
All right. You need enlightenment as regards that.
Yes, you should enlighten us about it.
No problem. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, thank you so much. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call to be a part of the conversation right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. We're talking about the EFCC operative that was unfortunately killed in the line of duty, according to the EFCC, by a suspected internet fraudster who has said he's not an internet fraudster, but he is a medical doctor. The EFCC said he was involved in coding, and they saw laptops and iPad in his house, so that qualifies him as an internet fraudster. And the only question I want to ask is, so we should, if you can afford certain high-grade technological devices, does that make you an internet fraudster? If you're learning software engineering or software developing, does that make you an internet fraudster? If you own luxury cars, does that make you an internet fraudster? And I'll need these questions to be answered. But by the EFCC operatives, we're still looking at how the case turns out. Of course, we expect that it will be taken to court. Murder or manslaughter or self-defense. So welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. Hello, are you there? Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. All right, 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That is the number to call to be a part of these conversation right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. So send a message on WhatsApp 0817 175 6338 0817 175 6338 on WhatsApp, and I will take your message. You can also call me up on WhatsApp and I'll take your calls. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. Hello, are you there? Welcome to Matters. Give me a call back 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. Remember to turn down the volume on your radio set before you call me, okay? Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. Hello, are you there? Welcome to Matters. Hello, welcome to Matters. What's your name and location, please? All right, give me a call back 0700 903 903 903. If you're having difficulties getting through the direct phone lines, please send a message on WhatsApp. Welcome to Matters. How you doing?
Good afternoon.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
Okay, my name is Suchen. I'm calling from Ikorodu.
Welcome to the conversation, Uchenna. Thank you for joining
Yeah,
me.
thank you. First, Happy New Year. I want to speak first about the Ilomayade or whatever they call. The man is he's just doing well for himself and he should continue doing well. You see, most times in this country, Nigeria, this is where we have the worst of its problems and the hypocrite and all that. No, there's no reason whatsoever to have sanction and then strike the man of his position and everything. Some of these things are done by envy. It was purely done by envy and all what's so-called church, whatever they call them. And that's aside. Second one, I want to talk about the EFCC. It's only in Nigeria, too, you see a handsome young guy who dresses well, open ear, do dread, and you see them. Well, there is one day and they get to a bus stop. UFC stopped us with 4 guys that came back from US. Do not start interrogating them, that they are fraudsters. These guys, sweet guys, so the person they put on will tell you that these ones are different breeds. Okay. Say, look, they are taking them to session. It become an issue of frustration. And I told you, how dare you, what qualify you to? He said, look, the boy said, no, you can't touch my phone. These are not Nigerian. These are children that was raised in US. What I'm talking about is that whoever that encroached someone's house by 3 M is a thief, is a criminal. He should be treated as one. All this nonsense have to stop. Or is that what? Are they not the ones that say that nice race should not? Why are they trying to infuse and then bring back to make the boy a man that was killed? And then you come at 3 and then I act in self-defense and you tell me that no, he's not. He's not a member of the society, sorry. Thank you.
Thank you for your call. 0700 903 903 903. Thank you for holding on. Welcome to Matters.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, it's so much better now, Zerinati. Thank you for calling back.
Okay, thank you. Well, let me touch on 2 things. This, Nigerian, this first, they should not trust them. Did you see any picture of the confrontation between Bello Turji and this thing to show that they killed his son? Did anybody see the picture?
Wait, so you don't believe that the Nigerian military is winning the war against insurgency?
No, if these people, anything, this information that come from North, don't believe them first. Just wait, at least wait for a week. You will see somebody will just report that this is not true. Because because of how that country is, no people just somebody risk himself to go there for investigation. That is why they just bring any information from that place, and people will just buy to it. Anything information that's a job to me, don't believe it yet, until. Well, Choma, on this, you see, that is why I said at least I know that because of insecurity, nobody like to risk his life. These people will just try and visit that east and see what is happening. These people went to this that night at all of night to go and kiss pick somebody. Now they are claiming that somebody sent them. Did you invite the person, or why they can't wait for the person in the morning? They wait. That is how they do. They look at the one that this media somebody that they wanted to kill that then that was Christmas time. Had even they do that, they would do nothing. And up to now, none of them have said anything. Had even they achieve that, you see that they will just say IPOP or unknown government. This man did not at least fight back. They will just say either they will kill him or kidnap him. At the end of it, they will just say IPOP or unknown government. You see, thank God that this man was having a gun to defend himself. I pray, I wish everybody would just get that gun. That is why they decide to disarm everybody in that. This started from this guy. Is it not Idris? Said they want to disarm everybody. After that, this Fulani just enter any village and just have a free day. That is what is happening in that country. How can they just went in that night to pick somebody? They say you see, Choma, at the end of it, they just come out now to defend it. They just come out to defend it, and they just fast to call the name of the person. Choma, my sister, just listen to me. You see, when how many times that they killed soldiers in the north, and they call the names. But look at the one in Okoma. Okoma, do to they know that it's out. This northern names. They call the names immediately. But in that they just said no. They don't want, for security reason. They don't want to call the names of people soldiers they kill. It's still trauma. What is happening? Like, if they open our eye to see what is happening, we'll just be shedding tears. Even chase all this APC away. Now, who sent these people? Trauma. This today remind me. This Trump want to take over. Today remind me. 8 years ago, 5 years ago, when they just I said people just Nigeria press decided to just forget about this thing, abandon this that eastern side to die. People were just celebrating Trump. People were just celebrating Trump then. People were just celebrating Trump, happy that Trump won this thing because of what Obama did to Nigeria. These people went and they murdered these people, and none of the Nigerian media carried it. Kid people that just celebrating, happy that Trump just won the election. Choma,
Thank
God.
you, Zerinadin.
Choma, God, may God help us in Nigeria.
Thank you. We pray so. Thank you for your call. It's 0700 903 903 903. Welcome to Matters. How are you doing? What's your name and location, please?
Good afternoon, Choma Innocent.
Hi, how you doing?
Fine, thank you. How was your weekend?
Great. What's your name and location, please?
You did a very good job. God bless you. My name is Peter Usipo. I'm calling from Abanoje and Ikotum.
Welcome to conversation. Let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah, thank you. Concerning the EFCC issue in Anambra State, I think the man that killed the EFCC official should go for, if not for murder, but should go for manslaughter.
Why do you think so?
Intentional. It's intentional, all in the name of self-defense. You see, there's nowhere in the Constitution where it is said that EFCC or DSS or any other agency like police should not have a single operation and operate at any point in time.
Even if the EFCC themselves have banned their own operatives from doing that?
Well, we don't know whether it has taken full effect. You know, they may say something on paper,
but
in reality,
it may be different. If in that statement, it was said that it's to take effect immediately. So what do you mean by you don't know if it's taking effect or not? This is literally in effect. Then on the other hand, I want to, the man is claiming that when he kept asking who is that, when they were trying to, gain entrance into his house and no one responded, which was why he shot. Right? If you felt like someone was coming to attack you, would you try to defend yourself or not?
The security agencies, we believe what he had just said. But it is left for him to start in the court of law. Are you hearing me? Let us call a spade. That is that. Then let us go to petroleum issue. Dangote and probably the rest have talked about the hike in price due to global hike in price. Fine. But let it also be clear that it is the masses that are suffering. Because whenever there is a reduction in the price of pump price, you find them not adjusting the clear price. And then the marketers through the filling stations will give the argument that they are selling old stock. But when the price increases, they will cause artificial scarcity. And they will immediately, increase the pump price fuel, which is very, very bad. In fact, the regulators should have a way of controlling these marketers through their filling stations.
Right.
It's very bad.
Thank you.
When these people are brought to book, 5-10 of them are brought to book, they will serve a deterrent to others. We know that because of this global increase in pump price, or especially the increase in crude oil and other things, they'll be, developing inflation as far as price of petroleum is concerned. Very soon, other petroleum refineries will take off in Nigeria, and then this one will also make the prices to come down. But let it be known that when it comes down, they have to reduce it immediately. I'm not talking about old stuff.
Thank you so much.
To most of the masses.
Thank you so much for your call. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be a part of this conversation. Coming up, I want to hear from you. Welcome to Matters. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hi. What's your name and location, please?
My name is Yasin, calling from North Ogun State.
Welcome to conversation. Thank you for calling.
Thank you. I think the man that shot the EFCC man should get himself a good lawyer. And God will help him. And EFCC chairman making a pronunciation does not delete the law that establish any security outfit in a country. The law still stands that said they can do the operation anyhow, and I mean, how they fit. I mean, either in the morning, night, the law does not stop them. It's there in the law. So let's not convince ourselves on the radio, please. Then about Turji Bello, just look at Nigerians. When these guys were killing our army, they were making fun of our army. Now, the other way around now. Somebody called and said, let's not believe this story. It shall be well with all of us. Thank you, man. God bless.
Thank you so dearly. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. Welcome to Matters. What's your name and location, please? All right, give me a call back 0817 175 6338 on WhatsApp. Send a message or give me a call 0817 175 6338. Welcome to Matters. How you doing?
Chuma, good afternoon.
Hi, what's your name and location, please?
It's Joe from Bariga.
Welcome, Joe.
Yes. Hey, Chuma, please. I don't know the problem we have gotten in Nigeria now. It looks as if the Mr. President wants us to die. Want the masses to die completely.
As how now?
Because Mr. President knows what is good for Nigerians. Mr. President doesn't want us to enjoy anything in this Nigeria right now. Mr. President is supposed to know if the fuel goes up in the international market, then we should look another way around to make fuel cheap in Nigeria. Okay, we can as well ask Dangote, please, we're going to give you fuel, produce for us. Then let us sell to the masses. So it's a very simple arithmetic. We can swap. We pay you, you produce for us. So that we stop this suffering in the land. Why should we suffer about fuel? For what God gives, free gift of Nigerians, abundantly in Nigeria. Why are we suffering because of fuel? My dear, the way we are going, I'm not seeing headway. Nigerians, I've said this time with that number. Let us come out. But you say you will die. Okay, if we die, if people will die, others will remain and enjoy Nigeria. I've said it time with that number. Chioma. Thank you. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be a part of this conversation. I want to hear from you. We're talking about the EFCC operation over the weekend that left an operative of the anti-graft agency unfortunately dead, and then we're also looking at the case of a pastor who was suspended from RTCG last year, who's now opened his own church, and of course the recent hike in the price of petrol, which Dangote has said is not their fault, oil marketers have said is not their fault as well, but an increase in the global price of crude oil. And that's what I want to hear from you on. This is Matters right here on the Voice of the People 90.3 FM. These issues affect you, and that's why I will bring them so that you can as well speak on these issues and contribute to these issues. Welcome to Matters. Turn down the volume on your radio set, please. Good afternoon. What's your name and location, please?
Emeka from Oshodi.
Welcome, Emeka. Please go ahead.
I want to say about the EFCC issue. You know, if that's what they call some of them are, I don't know where they trade intelligently. Even if that man don't want to come out, he can even hang around within outside his compound. Maybe anybody open door in the morning, so people who get the money, the entire time and do your operation. And come down that kind of life. I hope that man get a very good somebody with friend. When I get in one kind of place, it's not good to go by that time where somebody is sitting with the family. I don't want to respond. I'm looking at this alarm over and they have to shoot. You don't tell them to shoot them. If you know that it's them, we may calm down. Please, that's my thing.
Thank you so much. 0700 903 903 903 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be a part of this conversation. We'll take a few more calls and then I'll take your messages. It's 20 minutes before 3 p.m. right here on the number one station that gives you a voice. We'll need to go at about 3 p.m. So start initiating those calls, that's sending me that message on WhatsApp. Welcome to the conversation. How are you doing?
Hello, Shama. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm okay. How about you? I'm fine. Fine weather. We are waiting for rain. My name is Godwin, coming from Okiafa.
Welcome, Godwin.
Number one, Eli Omade going to set up his own church. If he had a call, okay. If he doesn't have the call, he should be careful. That's that. Then number two, EFCC going to enter into somebody's compound. We can even time it to be breaking an entry. Because I watched a video whereby some people came in EFCC uniform. They attacked one guy, say it was Yahoo. But fortunately, the wife was able to call soldiers. Soldiers came in to meet them. When I started, a policeman wanted to run and jump the fence. They now discovered that they were not even EFCC officials. They were fake people. They would have taken that. The man had even transferred money to them in that video. So, EFCC should have rules of engagement. If they are not properly trained, you can send them to Israel and US for training. Sincerely, if that man had poor feet on those people, everything he has done, it was in self-defense. Then number three, we are talking about what is it called, petrol or no petrol. Nigerians should know that the PMS, petrol prices, has been deregulated. The Dangote did not increase petrol price. It was those who were importing petrol, putting in the various tank farms in Ojibu, satellite, Tinkan, they are the ones that imported petrol because crude oil is $80 per barrel now. So based on that, they've increased price of petrol. So please let them be educated, because most of the people talking on your radio, they are always quarreling. And they are mostly from the Kano extraction. I'm sorry to say.
From where?
Always quarreling. Southeast extraction.
That are always quarreling. You do realize we have a diverse pool of listeners who are always calling, just like you. Are you from the Southeast?
I'm not from Southeast, but I am.
So we have a diverse pool of listeners. But thank you. Thank you for your opinion. I appreciate it.
I have said it, and I have no apologies.
Thank you so much for your call. 0700 903 903 903. Let's take more calls. 0700 903 903 903. While we're waiting on your calls, let me take your comments on YouTube. Oladipupo Lukman says, by God's grace, Bello Turji's days are numbered. Tochkua Dele says, and if no proof of cybercrime, the man will go at large on the second charge. Okay, I don't really understand this comment. Okay, Kenneth Okafor says, may God Almighty protect you all. Free notice, Nigeria is no more. The politicians in Nigeria know what is about to happen. God Almighty is at work. Thanks. All right, please make your comments very, very, just make it easy to understand, please. Thank you so much. 0700 903 903 903. Good afternoon, VOP. If we are so affected as oil producing country, what is our benefit in price increases? The federal government should consider the level of difficulties in the country. Chima from Sulere. John from Ijaniki says EFCC have no right to invade somebody's home by 3 a.m. and for PMS issue, Chima has no business for buying PMS at higher price. Chama, why is VOP TV not terrestrial and not on satellite except YouTube? Very, very soon, John from Janike. Very, very soon. Thank you for keeping up. Very, very soon. Sooner than you think, okay? Good afternoon. The increase in the crude oil price should be into our advantage as a nation of crude oil exporter, not the opposite. There is no justification of increase in PMS price if our refineries are working optimally, because we have 21 byproducts from refined crude oil after PMS. Note that the price should not be based on the PMS alone if we have leaders that have the interest of the majority of Nigerians at heart for economy to improve. Right now, Nigeria's economy is at a standstill as a result of this abnormal increase of price of PMS. We should stop deceiving ourselves. Solution: Nigerians should boycott the fuel filling stations for now. Until the Minister of Petroleum brings back the pump price to the reach of ordinary Nigerians. Stephen Akinbisola from Ijegun, Lagos. Thank you so much. Thank you for your message. Appreciate it. It is indeed a shame to an elite security organization as EFCC that their personnel was shot dead in an act similar to that of intruders. The doctor is not wrong at all. Fuel increase in Nigeria is now a household word. Only God can help you with. As for the pastor, this might be the beginning of his glory. Well done, Chioma. Victor from Ojo, thank you so much. Victor Chioma, good afternoon. The operations of the EFCC are that of assailants. They can break into your apartments like night thieves at any time. They've done such on several occasions. They should change the ways they operate. For Pastor Idowu, there is more to the church issue. It is church politics. Since the completion of the City of David church building, the pastor has been the target of the church hierarchy. They wanted him out so that he could be used to build other branches, but the man refused. He wanted to serve in the church that he built. That's why they do their thing in that particular church. They use it to dry up. Now, wow, are you a member of the church? So it's nothing but politics. It's good that he starts his own ministry. I would join his church if I have the opportunity. Go you. For the fuel pump hike, Nigerians are in it already. We go survive them. Amen. Olatunji from Iyano Ikpaja. Good afternoon, Chama. My take on this issue is that first, EFCC served them right for what they got. No, don't say that. Somebody died. Chama, when you get encounter with this man, you will know they're not fighting for corruption, but harassment, bullying, and disrespectful. About the pastor, when you realize church is a very, very good business, when you know all the secrets about fuel hike, our government thinks we're fools. Nothing will work in our oil sector as long as the APC is still in power. Thanks. Okay, from Aguda. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. No vex. So you say you people should. Matters is the only show that starts. No vex. You people should also learn how to use allegedly. If government agents are allegedly killed, if it was the everyday Nigerian that was killed by a triggered depressed security agent, you people will use allegedly to subtly absorb the illegal act of security agent in an insecure country. What sort of agent goes to the house of an individual at midnight like a criminal to break down his or her door without consequences? If the individual whose home was invaded was killed by the Gestapo agent, they would have covered it up or label allegations on the dead. In today's Nigeria, if a thief, kidnapper, terrorist, or any Nigerian security agent knock at your door, it would be the same feeling as if the criminals are there. TIY. Lamentation everywhere. Nigerians should reject. Okay. It is under this APC leadership that we have misbehavior of law enforcement agents of the highest level. Please, let's all come together to vote APC out of power in Nigeria in the next election. Billy from Ikoton. In the case of a recent fuel hike, it will even skyrocket worse soon. We had warned of the government unholy relationship as giving Dangote refinery crude in local currency. How's that wrong? They by that act supported private monopoly, which Nigerians must grapple with for so long a time to come. What a rant nonsense of explanation as global increase in crude prices. We had thought Dangote sources crude from the NNPC at Nigerian Naira. What's then global about Dangote? He also imports crude because what he says they're giving him in Nigeria is not enough. Only a foolish man allows a foolish woman to kill him. How this adage take join inside this thing with you right now? Good afternoon. By these bizarre rules of engagement to the EFCC, it is now clear that Nigerian security operatives are decimating the people at ungodly hours and turn around to accuse criminals of the act. Security agencies have turned the criminals by these revelations. Dochku Adiele Thompson from Obanikoro. Good afternoon, Chama. You're doing great. Kudos. Thank you so much. You're doing great as well. Thank you for listening. I'm surprised by how this Peter Osifo seems to be thinking. I beg, let me go read this one. Thank you. Kosisi from Sulere. You didn't give me your own opinion on what we are discussing. You just, you're talking about Mr. Osifo. Chama, please help me ask Mr. Osifo why he doesn't like to call on business program. I be them Banam. If only he had something, he would have spared us a self-contradicting opinion. Ekene. Please talk about the issues on ground. Good afternoon, Chama. In the aspect of EFCC coming to arrest the suspect at that unkind hour is totally unacceptable. At least the EFCC would have done is to invite the suspect first for interrogation during the day, quotes me, during the day, but not night. Then, when he refused to welcome the invitation, even after invitations, you can't come in someone's house to make arrest at that time. 2. The aspect of petroleum, neither Dangote nor NNPCL are good. They are all bunch of they're playing games and deceiving Nigerians. All that I can assure them. For one thing, I know nothing lasts forever. That is my take on these matters. From Godspar, all the way from Iyanokpaja. Thank you so much, Godspar, for writing all the way from Iyanokpaja. Dio from Fagba, this is you. I just know your handwriting. Afternoon, Chama. There is a saying, prior proper preparation prevents poor performance. It is glaring. The government has nothing to offer but lies, excuses, eye service, and hypocrisy. Now they've created an economic disaster, turning the people to beggars due to obnoxious policies, saying subsidy is gone. Imagine the president and VP saying they understand the hardship and nightmare they put Nigerians into. Like Dele Faro to me said, you cannot bribe your way into power and expect development. All sectors have been compromised. It is a shame that the worst of us is ruling the best of us. Truly, there was a country. Dio from Fagba. Good afternoon, Chama. This man called Osifo always called talking upside down. If he doesn't have anything to say, Okay, he should stop talking. Good afternoon, Choma Innocent. On Pastor Iluyomade, he wasn't told not to celebrate. She wasn't told not to celebrate her birthday. All they were saying then was they should have celebrated the birthday lie low, like low key. Secondly, the doctrine in RCG is that no permanent pastor in any parish. If you are lucky, you spend 7 years. Otherwise, the stipulated period is 5 years. The reason is simple. The setting of the church is that they don't want a situation whereby the congregation worshiping the parish pastor, like what eventually happened in that same parish where almost half of the congregation threatened to go with the pastor if he is transferred. It shouldn't be like that. On EFCC saga, we shouldn't try to cover up criminal activities just because the agency said it had abolished night raiding. Could that have given the suspect permission to kill an officer? What if reverse was the case? What right does that guy have to be in possession of ammunition? I beg you, he should face the music because that officer have families he's catering for. Mr. Ogumbiyi from Idimo, you said 0700 903 903 903. I've been calling this number. They keep telling me the number is not valid. The pastor opening his own church is not a strange thing. Nobody wants to remain servant forever. At a point after 7, there has to be a settlement. You open your own business and become Oga. Amobi from 7 and 8. Thank you so much, Amobi from 7 and 8. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. Yes, that is the correct number. It shouldn't tell you that the number is not valid. Okay, 0700 903 903 903. Yes, when you call that line, you will be directly connected to us right here in the studios. If you keep saying the number is not valid, you might need to check with your network provider. Thank you for your message. May the soul of the EFCC guy rest in peace. However, I say that his death serves as a warning. But I stand to be corrected. The major truth is that the EFCC knows the real Yahoo boys who are in the Senate as senators and those in the government house as governors. Eugene Mary from Misheri. Eugene Mary. Good afternoon, Chioma. The man that shot at EFCC operatives has no case of murder to answer because they are an unofficial operation. Unless the firearm the man used is not registered, he learned their lessons. Thank you, Vincent from Mushi. The EFCC said that they were not on unofficial operation, that they were actually on official operation. Okay, so that information is not correct. Good afternoon, this is Emmanuel from Ogun State. Where did our security agencies learn all this that they are doing? Are they not ashamed of themselves as they're hearing all these kind of things from up? Are they hearing this kind of things from other parts of the world? Whom exactly are we really emulating? They have to go and learn. They are not well enough trained. Good day, Chama Innocent and all VOP crews on EFCC. Why wasn't this method used on Yaya Bello? When repentant criminals are recruited into the federal government agencies, there are tendencies for the criminal to continue their criminality in uniform. Fuel pump price increase. There's Dangote Refinery, Warri Refinery, Port Harcourt Refinery are all working as alleged. And we're still talking about global crude oil price affecting pump price in Nigeria. T-Pain, well done. Francis from Command Road in Ikpaja. Good afternoon, Chioma. The modus operandi of the EFCC is becoming unbecoming. They issued the ban on sting night operations. Now they're singing another song after flouting their own law. Yeah, some of us have noodles as brains. That's why they see issues upside down. Evans from Ladipo. Evans, did you just, I don't know, would I say shoot yourself in the foot to prove a point? What do you mean? Some of us have noodles as brains. Chama, I want you to ask Dayo anytime he calls to ask why he sends same message all through the year on VOP and other stations. Please. Is it normal? Well, that's his view. Right, he doesn't say the same thing all the time. You know, he switches it up depending on what it is that we're talking about. You might just say his message has the same introductory tone. All right, so yes, Chama, expecting the government to work is like expecting a blind man to lead you to cross an expressway full of fast cars. Also, it's like putting an agbero in the vault of a central bank, or you put an agbero to run a multinational corporation. It will run it aground. You can't give what you don't have. Let the president attend an interview or other press medium, not by your non guided interview that will ask the critical questions as usual. You think he will miss. Okay, you think he will miss. Yeah, and it's a shame. Dayo, thank you so much for your message. All right, then I'll take one more call or two more calls before we go. Welcome to Matters. How you doing?
Good afternoon, Choma.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, this is Mr. Patrick. I'm calling from both, John.
Welcome to the conversation.
Yeah, you see, this oil matter, people that are producing oil, the companies that are producing oil, they have some 400,000 of barrels of oil they give them every day. Why can't they give this thing to Dangote? to refine it for Nigerians with the low price. Why are we suffering for? We have everything and we are suffering like this. Why? 400,000 price of oil are given to people that are producing oil every year, every day. What are they doing with that price of oil? What are they doing with it? Can they give it to Dangote to refine for Nigeria and bring the price down for people to survive? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. All right, then we'll just take one more call and we'll call it today right here on the program as our time is fast spent and we need to go. You have 1 minute. Good afternoon. Welcome to Matters. Turn down the volume on your radio set. Turn down the volume on your radio set. Hello? All right, then. Unfortunately, we can't take any more calls or any more messages. It's been Matters right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. My name is Chioma Innocent, and I want to thank you for always being a part of the conversation. We do appreciate you. You're the reason why we are here. How can they be an official operation when the Augusted night raid is banned? Who then sanctioned the operation? Chioma, as they ask me. Now, so me say they ask EFCC. All right, then. I need to go. Thank you so much for joining me. To everyone who's watching on YouTube, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure anytime I get to do this with you. Thank you so much for always calling in. Thank you for listening. Thank you for always being a part of our programs. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your kindness. Thank you for your love. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the messages. Thank you for sticking with us all through the year. All right. Thank you so much. We do appreciate you right here on Voice of the People 90.3 FM. You can find us across all social media platforms at VOP 903 FM and VOP 903 FM across all social media platforms. Connect with us. Would love to connect with you. Coming up next is Phone House Time with MC Chooks and Walkie Talkie, where they will come up to present these issues to you in a very comic and humorous manner. You do not want to miss that show. Stay tuned to Voice of the People 90.3 FM and have yourself an amazing afternoon. Remember, it's not just about what your country can do for you. You can also do something for your country. So today, do the best that you can to make Nigeria better in your own little corner of the world.